Technology is reshaping our lives. It dramatically changed the way we live, the way we learn, the way we work, and the way we communicate. Technology has tremendous potential to connect us with one another. But there are still people who remain unreached, disconnected, and deprived of digital opportunities. Tech4ED centers serve as hubs that enable skills training and job opportunities.
We have more than 4,000 registered users, and about 67% are women, and majority composed of students as our beneficiaries. And why women? Because we are gender responsive, so all our programs are aligned with the gender and development program of our province.
Na tutunan ko yung ibang skills na dapat sa ibang schools na dapat per years dapat maano mo lang dito ng mabilisan ng mga months, mga 3 months, makakuha mo lang agad tapos paka-work agad.
This program helped me by finding a job and of course gaining more confidence as well. I was able to gain knowledge about the BPOs, on how does the environment work and how am I going to interact with my future customers.
As of now, as I would the call center agent, so I see that difference because as of now I'm earning more than I have earned before as a tricycle driver.
Talaga? Let me check. Grant access to my location? Okay. Pati email address? Remember, be careful in downloading and granting permission to mobile applications, lalo na sa location mo. Isang paalala mula sa National Privacy Commission.
Nakakaasar, no? Would you believe? Minsan ang teknolohiya, hindi puro happy at lucky lang. Pag nakompromiso ang iyong personal information at privacy, maaari itong makasama sa ating finances, ekonomiya, social life, love life at iba pa. Halimbawa, pagbukas mo ng email mo, daming messages na nag-o-offer. Di mo naman knows. Daming stalker Ganito kasi yan, bes. Nag-post ka sa social media. Nag-register ka sa isang event. Hiningi nila yung personal information mo. Dahil excited ka at libre, binigay mo naman. Yung personal info mo, minsan, pinapasa ito para sa profiling o direct marketing. Buti ganyan lang. Paano kung ganito? Shocking, no? Pero don't stress yourself dahil meron na tayong batas dyan. National Privacy Commission ang kakampi mo sa iyong right to privacy. Life goal natin, ang maayos at secure na processing ng personal information mo. Know your rights, bes. You have the right to be informed, right to object, right to access, right to rectification, right to erasure or blocking, right to damages, right to data portability, at right to file a complaint. Maaari mo itong ipadala sa complaints@privacy.gov.ph. Kung may iba ka pang katanungan, ipadala sa info@privacy.gov.ph. Galing, di ba? At kung may magkakasala, National Privacy Commission din ang kakampi mo. At may kaparusahan sa paglabag ng right to privacy mo. Bes, ikaw lang ang pwedeng magsabi kung kanino ka magtitiwala. Yan ang ibig sabihin ng privacy. Visit www.privacy.gov.ph.
Can you do a research on this? I need it by the end of the day.
Okay, boss.
So where should I start? Remember, only visit safe and trustworthy websites when searching online.
Isang paalala mula sa National Privacy Commission.
Kanina, tinawag na naman ako ni Miss Martin. Kasi ang ingay ko daw. Guys, ang hirap naman ng fraction homework ko.
Tingnan nga, madali lang yan.
May recital kami kaya ang daming practice.
Tatampo na nga ako sa'yo kasi hindi tayo halos nakakapag-usap eh.
Naman eh.
Siguro, ikaw ang star doon, ano? Ano costume mo? Pakita naman.
Nahihiya ako eh.
Sige na. Please.
Nak, dinner's ready.
Sige po, Dad. Susunod na po ako.
Grabe. Pagod na naman sa trabaho. Ha? Uy! Ngayon nga pala yun. Nasaan na cellphone ko? Ito. Flaming Thrones? Latest episode. Ba't ganun? Ang dami naman play button ito. Ha? Tandaan, beware of sites that could lead you to malware. Isang paalala mula sa National Privacy Commission.
Hay! Anong oras na? Di pa rin ako tapos. Break nga muna. Uy! May Shotstagram pala si Crush. Pakagawa nga ng account para ma-follow siya. Ha? Ano kaya? Gayahin ko na lang yung password ko sa Facebook. Psst! Tandaan, never use the same password on multiple accounts. Isang paalala mula sa National Privacy Commission.
Would you believe may naloloko pa rin ito? Minsan ang teknolohiya, hindi puro happy at lucky lang. Pag nakompromiso ang iyong personal information at privacy, maaari itong makasama sa ating finances, ekonomiya, social life, love life at iba pa. Halimbawa, pagbukas mo ng email mo, daming messages na nag-o-offer. Di mo naman knows. Daming stalker ah. Ganito kasi yan, bes. Nag-post ka sa social media. Nag-register ka sa isang event. Hiningi nila yung personal information mo. Dahil excited ka at libre, binigay mo naman. Yung personal info mo, minsan, pinapasa ito para sa profiling o direct marketing. Buti ganyan lang. Paano kung ganito? Shocking, no? Pero don't stress yourself dahil meron na tayong batas dyan. National Privacy Commission ang kakampi mo sa iyong right to privacy. Life goal natin, ang maayos at secure na processing ng personal information mo. Know your rights, Bes. You have the right to be informed, right to object, right to access, right to rectification, right to erasure or blocking, right to damages, right to data portability, at right to file a complaint. Maaari mo itong ipadala sa complaints@privacy.gov.ph. Kung may iba ka pang katanungan, ipadala sa info@privacy.gov.ph. Galing, di ba? At kung may magkakasala, National Privacy Commission din ang kakampi mo. At may kaparusahan sa paglabag ng right to privacy mo. Bes, ikaw lang ang pwedeng magsabi kung kanino ka magtitiwala. Yan ang ibig sabihin ng privacy. Visit www.privacy.gov.ph.
Talaga? Let me check. Grant access to my location? Okay. Pati email address? Remember, be careful in downloading and granting permission to mobile applications, lalo na sa location mo. Isang paalala mula sa National Privacy Commission.
Can you do a research on this? I need it by the end of the day.
Okay, boss. So where should I start? Remember, only visit safe and trustworthy websites when searching online.
Isang paalala mula sa National Privacy Commission.
Can you do a research on this? I need it by the end of the day.
Okay, boss. So where should I start? Remember, only visit safe and trustworthy websites when searching online.
Isang paalala mula sa National Privacy Commission.
Grabe. Pagod na naman sa trabaho. Ha? Uy! Ngayon nga pala yun. Nasaan na cellphone ko? Ito. Flaming Thrones? Latest episode. Ba't ganun? Ang dami naman play button ito. Ha? Tandaan, beware of sites that could lead you to malware. Isang paalala mula sa National Privacy Commission.
Hay! Anong oras na? Di pa rin ako tapos. Break nga muna. Uy! May shotstagram pala si Crush. Pakagawa nga ng account para ma-follow siya. Huh? Ano kaya? Gayahin ko na lang yung password ko sa Facebook. Psst! Tandaan, never use the same password on multiple accounts. Isang paalala mula sa National Privacy Commission.
Yung personal information at privacy, maaari itong makasama sa ating finances, ekonomiya, social life, love life at iba pa. Halimbawa, pagbukas mo ng email mo, daming messages na nag-o-offer. Di mo naman knows. Daming stalker Ganito kasi yan, bes. Nag-post ka sa social media. Nag-register ka sa isang event. Hiningi nila yung personal information mo. Dahil excited ka at libre, binigay mo naman. Yung personal info mo, minsan, pinapasa ito para sa profiling o direct marketing. Buti ganyan lang. Paano kung ganito? Shocking, no? Pero don't stress yourself dahil meron na tayong batas dyan. National Privacy Commission ang kakampi mo sa iyong right to privacy. Life goal natin, ang maayos at secure na processing ng personal information mo. Know your rights, bes. You have the right to be informed, right to object, right to access, right to rectification, right to erasure or blocking, right to damages, right to data portability, at right to file a complaint. Maaari mo itong ipadala sa complaints@privacy.gov.ph. Kung may iba ka pang katanungan, ipadala sa info@privacy.gov.ph. Galing, di ba? At kung may magkakasala, National Privacy Commission din ang kakampi mo. At may kaparusahan sa paglabag ng right to privacy mo. Bes, ikaw lang ang pwedeng magsabi kung kanino ka magtitiwala. Yan ang ibig sabihin ng privacy. Visit www.privacy.gov.ph.
Maayong hapon sa inyong katanan and welcome to Negros Occidental Language and Information Technology Center Tech4ED Webinar Series. Today, we are going to learn about information technology trends. Technology is constantly evolving and we need to keep up with it. So today's webinar is very relevant and not just to students, but to all of us who are always working online. I know you are all excited, but before we start the webinar, let's pause for a moment and say a prayer to be followed by the singing of Philippine National Anthem and the Negros Hymn.
O labing makagagahom nga amay namon sa langit, mahinuklugon nga laon nga tagtugas ang langit, hangin, kalayo, tubig kag duta. Tanda ining imong timawa, kabay ining pag-ampo, magadulot sa amon sang kabuhi nga himaya. Salamat sa mga bugay nga imo ginpaambit sa amon. Salamat sa kabuhi nga ginadulot mo sa amon nga himpit. Salamat sa maayo nga panahon kag ilabi na gid sang imo katutom sa amon. Bendisyone ang imo katawhan. Bendisyone ang ila mga palangabuhian. Bendisyone ang mga panggas sa amon mga talamnan. Bendisyone ang ilang nga paglugayawan sa iban nga kapungsuran. Kabay makalabot sila nga walay sablag sa ila pagapadulungan. Kag ila binagid, bendisyone ining isla sang Negros nga amon natawhan. Kinahalad namon ang ining pag-ampo para sa imo kadayawan.
Bayang magiliw kaya sa silanganan, alam ng puso sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang inirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisihil. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw, may hilag ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kisap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagdinigdig. Ang bituin at araw niyang kailan pa may ibagdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng walhati pansinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Ang hinigaya na pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. Sa kita kapamilya, pagbuligay, magigay, magigong, malapat manghari sa ating na probinsya. Magtutod na Negrosano, isa katawungan, mapinalang tao, sa buwan na tangguhan na isakripiso, sa kauswagan, sa sikatao. Sa kasahan, abot wala may mapiling sa kalulong, nananagos ka nagais na ako. Ang matutod na Negrosano, isa katawungan, mapilalang tao, sa buwan na dampuan na isang tigiso, sa kauswagan, sa sikatao. Ang matutod na Negrosano, sa katawungan, mapilalang tao, sa punadang buwan na isakripisyo, pagbuligay, paghigain, paghigong magdapat maghari, para sa kauswagan, ng sikatao.
Hello there once again. My name is Sally and I am your virtual host. We at NOLITC are truly delighted that you are all joining us since the start of our webinar. So it really warms our heart that you took time off of your busy schedule to join us. This is a pioneering project of NOLITC Tech4ED Center, and this is free. NOLITC also offers free online training under the Negros Occidental Training for Work Scholarship Program through the Office of Governor Eugenio Jose Bong Lacson under his 7-point priority agenda, Avance Negrense. This webinar is a pioneering project of NOLITC Tech4ED Center, and we are recognized nationally as Outstanding Tech4ED Center by the Department of Information and Communications Technology. And in 2020, PhilSecNet awarded the center the Pandemic Resilience Award because of its support to students and the teachers category. And just recently, TASDA conferred 3 stars to 3 registered qualifications of NOLITC. 2-star award for our contact center services NC2, 2-star award for our visual graphic design NC3, and 1-star award for our 2D animation NC3. So NOLITC is the only technical vocational institution with 2-star awards in Region 6 and the only TVI with star awards for all our registered programs. So these star awards recognizes the accomplishments and improvements of NOLITC and exemplifies that institution meets the standards substantially above the threshold of competency-based training program delivery and performance or program performance measure. So this webinar, this is a NOLITC Tech4ED Center in the Province of Negros Occidental's contribution in this time of pandemic. So amidst the spike of the COVID-19 cases in the country with the Delta variant right now, let us all stay at the comfort of our home, but at the same time, let us all enjoy learning online by attending NOLITC webinars. So to join, all you need to do is just to register once, and you will be given access to the entire webinar. So you need to sign up for your attendance at the start of the webinar, and it will be open only for an hour. So do your attendance now or scan the code being flashed on your screen or click the link on the description box. So to participate in our open forum, you will need to post your questions through our online open forum form. And please find the link in the description box, or you may scan again the code being flashed on your screen right now. But if it is so hard for you to do that, you can actually post your questions at the comment section, and we will just up that later during the open forum. Okay, so I hope that's clear, and we will also provide digital certificates to those who successfully filled out their attendance and accomplished the online evaluation, which will be open after the webinar and will be closed until 6 in the evening. So if you are watching through our Facebook live stream, please follow our page, give our page a thumbs up. And if you are streaming live through our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button now. Please do that. Okay, so to welcome you all to today's webinar, let us have the leader or a leader who encourages everyone to have a positive mindset, to inculcate purpose, to adapt to new technologies, and learn the past and learn new things. She is purpose-driven and always on fire. Our vocational school administrator and NOLITC Tech4ED Center manager, Dr. Maria Cristina Orbisido.
Thank you, Sally, for that warm introduction. Hello, good afternoon. Hello to all our viewers from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Maayong hapon sa inyo tanan. Happy Teachers Day to all teachers out there. especially those watching us via Facebook and our YouTube channel. I would like to warmly welcome all of you to another NOLITC Tech4ED webinar. Thank you for joining us today, despite the bad weather and the ongoing threats of the COVID-19 pandemic. To our avid viewers, welcome back. We are always glad to see you back. Looking forward to more engagements and more learning in our sessions. Of course, a warm welcome to our new subscribers. I hope that you will have an awesome session with us, and we urge you to continue joining our learning community. NOLITC has been rolling out these webinars at the onset of the global health crisis. This is part of the COVID recovery program of the Office of the Governor. The NOLITC Tech4ED Center is aimed at empowering, enabling, and transforming communities, especially during this pandemic. This project is funded under the Gender and Development Fund of 2021. The Province of Negros Occidental, through the leadership of Governor Eugenio Jose Bong Lacson, has been implementing these measures that will help us survive and thrive during this health crisis. Today, you will learn about information technology trends. This topic is really in demand now that we are in a pandemic. We cannot get away with technology. We just have to live with it. Technology companies are now the catalyst for dramatic changes across all industries and sectors. Their groundbreaking innovations are altering businesses and business models, connecting people with services, and requiring entire industries to reimagine their future. I believe you are now on the right track. You have an expert speaker who will walk you through the latest IT trends. So, have fun, enjoy learning, let's take care of ourselves and each other. NOLITC inspires, NOLITC cares. Avance, Negrense.
I'm sorry for that. All right, so thank you, Dr. Arbisido, and thank you for reminding us to thrive and to survive in this time of pandemic. So NOLITC is not where it is right now without the unwavering support of our provincial government headed by our beloved Governor Eugenio Jose Bong Lacson. So to give us a message in behalf of our governor, let us have the provincial guide focal point system in charge, Ms. Marijan P. Castro.
Pleasant greetings, everyone. On behalf of the Provincial Gender and Development Focal Point System, headed by our Governor Eugenio Jose Bong Lacson, I would like to extend our congratulations to all the participants of this webinar organized by the Negros Occidental Language, Information and Technology Center, headed by our innovative school administrator, Dr. Maria Cristina Orbisido, and supported by her dedicated staff. With the increasing cases of COVID-19 in the province and other parts of the country and the world, you, learning at the comforts of your home or wherever you are where you have stable internet connection, is by far the safest way of acquiring knowledge and skills which you can use for future employment or your eventual business in the future. As the action officer of the Provincial GAD Focal Point System, I am happy to note that our GAD budget is put to good use and is helping women, youth, and the marginalized sector in maximizing their potentials, and in contributing to the economic development of their family. Also, NOLITC is helping to change gender relations and improve the status of women in our society. Congratulations to NOLITC and to all the participants for signing up in this course. I hope that you will complete the module, submit the requirements and evaluation so that you will be able to receive your certificates. Malipayon nga adlaw sa inyo tanan and Avance Negrense.
Thank you so much, Ma'am June. And before we proceed to the most awaited part, let me acknowledge our active participants, our partners for this webinar, for joining us today. So let's see what we have. Okay, thank you so much, Sir Junji Magada. Sir, thank you for joining us and good afternoon. Also to Sir Albert Sambrana watching through YouTube. Thank you and good afternoon. And of course, Sir Albert, Sambrana, Sweetie Bendoy. Thank you so much for watching. And to all of you who are watching us, please encourage those friends and family members who might be interested of this topic, because I tell you, you will learn a lot about this topic. So without further ado, I will be introducing to you our speaker. His positive attitude and demeanor with clients or customers, his personal interactions with other employees, and his visible passion for work is truly infectious. Our speaker for today is our go-to person when it comes to our IT needs, and I assure you that topic like this is truly his expertise. So without further ado, let us all welcome our speaker this afternoon, Mr. John Philip Bautista.
Good afternoon, Miss Ellie. Good afternoon,
Hi, John
everyone.
Philip. How are
Yes,
you?
Miss. Okay. And
Yes.
I'm ready for this webinar.
Okay, so what are we going to expect for this topic, for this
We
webinar?
will expect more about, we will learn more about the latest trends in the field of information technology. So,
Mhm.
and how can we apply it on our daily lives?
Wow. All right. So that's kind of very interesting and exciting. So without further ado, Sir Philip, you may now take the virtual floor.
Okay.
Okay.
So again, good afternoon, everyone. So thank you for attending this webinar entitled IT Trends. It will discuss more about on 5G network, and we will discuss more on the Internet of Things or the IoT. So we will discuss also the correlation between the 5G and the Internet of Things. So let's go to the next slide. So we have here the history of wireless technology systems. So wireless technology communication have existed for over a century. So but it wasn't late until the 1970 and the early 1980s that it was commercially deployed for consumer cell phone. So as we could see there, the first generation in which it is called 1G of wireless cellular technology, so it just only allows us for mobile voice call. So we could not text, we could not browse, there is no internet, but for voice call or mobile voice call. So just wait for a while, guys. I don't know what's wrong with the camera. Okay, just wait for right. So the second generation or the 2G of wireless cellular technology provided improvements to voice calling and introduced text messaging. So, or via SMS or later media messaging via MMS. So when we say about 2G, So this is the introduction, or this is the development of voice call and introduction of text messaging. So this second generation of wireless technology introduced us to what we call right now, and we are using the text messaging. So, but it wasn't late until the early 2000s that 3G network is allowed consumers to use media-rich application like mobile, internet browsing, and video calling. So 4G, known as the 4G LTE, reached consumers in the early 2010. So it is able to reach real world speed around 1000 Mbps. So these speeds allows for mobile online games, streaming high definition video, group video conferencing, connected home solutions, and even emerging experiences like AR or augmented reality or the VR or the virtual reality. So as of now, we are using the 4G, or known as the LTE. So in the midst of this pandemic, or right now we are in the midst of this pandemic, we are using this type of wireless technology. So 4G. So we are using it to play games, to stream high definition. As we could see right now, there are many vloggers who use this platform. So that said, noticeably, download times are typically at 4G speed. For most consumers, this is a small price to pay for media-rich wireless freedom, but for industries like transportation or healthcare, latency, the delay before data transfer, can have a major impact on the system outcomes. So if you could just imagine, if we have a slow connection towards the healthcare and the transportation industry. So if there's a delay, even though it's a second delay or 1 second delay or how many seconds delay, so it could have a big impact on the outcome. So this one area where 5G could make a big difference. So 5G will be developed to eliminate those latency or those delay. So if in the terms of in the field of gaming, we experience latency, packet loss, high pings. So those factors describe those factors in terms of gaming could affect those gamers in terms of their performance. So this is where the 5G will enter. So for example, low latency could help enable near instant communication between autonomous vehicles. So in some scenarios, a difference of even a fraction of second could be enough to prevent a fatal accident. So when we are using this kind of wireless technology, the 5G, so it could save. So it could eliminate the difference in a fraction of seconds. So it could be beneficial to prevent a fatal accident. And also, through 5G, it will improve consumer experience using their phones. So it will have a bigger impact on mission critical systems, supporting major industries, and will provide the infrastructure for tomorrow's connected technologies. So in terms of businesses, so they some businesses have installed a human resource system in which they could time in and time out to keep the record of their employees and their daily activities and their tasks. Some industries or some companies, they have developed these systems and integrate it on their everyday activities towards their businesses. So in terms of their production, in terms of their manufacturing, in terms of their attendance, their time in, their time out. With the help of 5G wireless technology, so this experience will be more reliable, and it will provide those bigger industries an advantage. So what is 5G? So how do we describe 5G, or what is the term 5G? So 5G is the next generation of wireless cellular technology. So it will provide speed faster than any previous generations. So it means it will be 3000 Mbps or 3000 Gbps, or 3 gig. So in the real world, depending on the condition and the tech being used, competing even with those delivered via fiber optic cables, movies that took minutes to download with 4G will take seconds with 5G. So if you could imagine, if you're using Netflix, if you're using a social media, if you're using a video streaming platform, so if you're downloading a movie, so if you could just imagine that you will just download a movie or a 2 GB movie within seconds using the 5G wireless technology. So in just a click, so after how many seconds, one movie could be instantly downloaded. So you could just imagine that the speed of 5G. So the term there is speed. So that's one of the factors that will affect the speed of wireless cellular technology in terms of the 5G. So and we have here the competing even with those delivered via fiber. Oh, okay, we've explained that one. So let's go to the next slide. So if you could see there, the 3.5G, which is the 42 Mbps, the max theoretical speed. So we have here the 4G, the max theoretical speed there is 1 Gbps. So we have introduced 5G, in which the max theoretical speed is 10 gigabytes per second. So if you could imagine that 10 gigabytes per second. So if you just download a file in which the file size is 1 GB, it will be downloaded instantly. So I don't know if it's just fraction of a second or within 1 to 5 seconds. So you could download the file automatically without waiting too much time. So we have here, while smartphones and other mobile devices are the obvious use case for the 5G, so there are many other applications for the technology. It's not just for smartphones, but there are many other applications of the 5G technology. So when we say the Internet of Things, for example, will benefit tremendously from the speed and bandwidth provided by the 5G network. So especially as the industry grows, so in 2020, there were an estimated 12 billion IoT or Internet of Things connection globally. So according to Internet of Things Analytics, by 2025, it is anticipated that there will be more than 300 billion IoT connections around the world and more than 4 IoT devices for every person on the planet. So if you could just think that each person will own 5 IoT devices. When you say 5 IoT, for example, you have laptop, you have desktop, you have mobile phones, you have multiple mobile phones, you have smartwatch, you have other things that is connected to the internet. So right now we have things like smartwatches. So those things will be considered as an IoT devices, and specifically it will be connected to the internet. So that's why it is called the Internet of Things, because all of your devices are connected to a single network, which is the internet. So by 2025, it is anticipated there that there are 30 billion IoT connections. So which means uh, as the years goes by, most of the people here are purchasing those IoT devices. So also we have here autonomous vehicles, we have robotic surgery, and critical infrastructure monitoring are just a few of the potential applications of 5G enabled Internet of Things. So if you could imagine those autonomous vehicles like Tesla car, Tesla created cars, we have the robotic surgery. So this robotic surgery will be more precise, will be more accurate. So it will not tire our doctors, but because of the help of this robotics surgery, so it will enable the doctors to rest more, so they have more time to rest, and let the robot or the robotic surgery perform the operation. So we have also here the critical infrastructure monitoring. So when we see critical infrastructure monitoring, for example, you have a building. So if you have a critical infrastructure monitoring, so you could monitor the critical level of a building when it comes, or in the terms of earthquake, in the terms of storms, in the terms of um, uh, things that considered destructive. So you have there and 5G enabled devices. So we have here industries being disrupted by 5G technology. So 5G's quantum leap in connectivity creates tremendous opportunities for numerous industries, but also sets the stage for large-scale disruption. So industries such as healthcare, manufacturing, and auto are already adopting technologies and becoming more connected. So once 5G becomes widespread, the effect on these industries could be transformative for the three main reasons. So we have here, 5G offers lower latency, enable faster transmission of larger data streams. So as I've explained earlier, when we say 5G, it eliminates or it lowers the latency. So it enables faster data transmission. So when we say faster data transmission, it could transmit data from one device to another in a small span of time, or a small period of time. So you could also transfer larger data size in a small period of time. So if you could transfer your the file size of your file is 2 GB, you could just email your files directly, or it will not take time to transfer or email your files directly to the person that you want to mail. So that's the thing of 5G. It offers lower latency. So 5G is more reliable, enabling better transmission of data in extreme conditions. So when we say reliable, so there are times that data you've sent is lacking. So with 5G, it is more reliable because it will transmit your data in extreme conditions. So which means that you've transmit data completely. There are no lacking file, or there are no lacking parts of your files. So that's one of the things that 5G offers. So 5G is more flexible than wireless fidelity. So and can support a wider range of devices, sensors, and wearables. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So we divide into several industries set to be impacted by 5G. So below we have here the list. So first, in the field of healthcare. So with the goal of reducing costs and improving health outcomes, healthcare spending is shifting towards preventive care. So 5G offers So 5G offers opportunity for expanding and preventive and monitoring practices via wearable devices, such devices are already being used to track everything uh, from from sleep to blood to glucose level. So those are the things being considered in terms of the 5G towards the healthcare industry. So we have those things like glucose level, so how to track your physical activity. We have those smartwatches, so it tracks our physical activity. So our cell phone have also a function like how to count the steps you've taken for the day. So, for example, it will notify you if you've already completed the 10,000 steps. So, those are the things that 5G offers in in the field of healthcare. So 5G's faster speed and greater network reliability will allow for the development of more complex devices, including those implanted directly into a human body rather than worn externally. So if you could just imagine a device being implanted directly to a human body rather than being worn externally. Okay, so we're going to the next slide. So microscopic cameras equipped with 5G will be able to provide real-time video streaming in and out of patients' bodies, setting the groundwork for more remote diagnostic and more complex telehealth practices. So if you could just grasp what 5G will offer in terms of healthcare. So you could just imagine a microscopic camera which will be inserted in the patient's body in and out. So uh, it means it requires a faster speed of network. So that's where 5G will enter. So those are the things that we 5G considers. So um, it is a groundwork for more remote diagnostic and more complex telehealth practices. So today, for example, recovering stroke patients for whom repeated hospital visits are a burden often suffers from a lack of home monitoring and care. So new kinds of wearables that track patients around their daily lives, so not easy today with 4G, could allow such patients to get more personalized monitoring and telemedicine-based care without having to visit a hospital. So if you could I know most of you have experienced this, so you could go you I mean uh you could video call a doctor, or you could go to your doctor uh and ask for advices with the problems that you have encountered using the 5G technology. So telemedicine is projected to grow to a 100 billion market by 2026. So according to CB Insights, an analyst consensus market sizing tool, while the telemedicine sector was poised to experience strong growth pre-pandemic, so the COVID-19 pandemic accelerated the demand for telehealth services dramatically. So pre-pandemic, it is will experience strong growth. But with the recent development of the COVID-19, so it accelerates the demand for telehealth services dramatically. So it means that in the midst of pandemic, telehealth is now being used in the healthcare industry. So in the field of remote-controlled robotic surgery, 5G has the potential to dramatically expand the ability of doctors to bring critical and specialized care services to patients worldwide. Conducting robotic surgery remotely is feasible today, so especially in the dense urban areas with access to fast broadband internet. But doctors generally have to be located in the same operating theater as the patient for it to work. But by allowing for low latency and jitter-free communication over long distances, 5G could enable operation to take place from anywhere in the world. So if you could just imagine a doctor, which is one of the best doctor, performs its operation from one side of the earth to the other side of the planet. So it means that it could perform surgery using the 5G technology and also with the help of robotics. So this could be achieved by 5G. So there are no latency, there are no packet loss, there are jitter-free communication, which means operation is a real time. So it could eliminate the problems in terms of communication using the 5G technology. So for example, in January 2019, a team in China tested 5G remote surgery, so removing an animal's liver in the province of Fujian in the US Rush University System for Health. So they are using, or they are trialing 5G connectivity in its hospital operations in partnership with the AT&T network. So they have already achieved this operation using the 5G, and by removing an animal's liver. Okay, so we're going to shift to the next industry. So we have here manufacturing. So the manufacturing industry has already started adopting artificial intelligence, so AI, and Internet of Things technologies. So to increase their efficiency, improve data collection, and build better predictive analysis with 5G technology. So manufacturers gain a faster, more reliable means of collecting and transmitting that data, as well as a broader range of sensors and devices they can integrate into their factories and workflows. It means that there are many devices, they already purchase devices to be integrated with their um, everyday operations in their businesses. So they have purchased this Internet of Things devices. So it means it increased the efficiency, it increased the speed of manufacturing, it improves data collection, and most of all, one of the most important things, it provides predictive analytics. So when we say predictive analytics, so it helps your business or your companies to analyze big data and and digest each data to benefit your business or your company. So it will help a lot using with 5G technology. So you have here manufacturers gain a faster and more reliable means of transmitting and collecting data. So by integrating Internet of Things and using 5G technology, businesses shall be it will be very beneficial towards manufacturing industry. So, for example, Sony Ericsson has also applied 5G to its own operations. So, it started producing its street macro base station at its smart factory in Louisville. So, the 3,000 square foot Louisville factory rely heavily on 5G technology to boost production efficiency through applications like connected, logistic, automated assembly, and autonomous cart. So which means most of their operation rely on the 5G technology. So let's go to our next slide. Also Tesla, Google, and others have been racing for years to build the first viable autonomous vehicle capable of navigating environment without the input of a human driver. So this feat is achieved by Tesla. So they have an autonomous vehicle. So they are already producing this in the market. So I don't know. I don't have any idea on how their autonomous vehicle have been as of today. So but it has been achieved. So it is connected to a 5G network. So their primary approach to the problem thus far uses onboard computers and radar to scan the environment around the vehicle and, and decide a car's next movement based on the information. So some companies, including Qualcomm, Ericsson, Huawei, and Nokia, are looking towards 5G and edge computing as a potential solution to the problems faced by autonomous vehicle. So which means in the terms of vehicles or in the field of cars or in the field of transportation, they are relying towards shifting to an autonomous vehicle. So it means that you don't need to have a driver, but a good I mean a 5G enabled network to achieve this feat. So let's go to the next slide. So 5G is the fifth generation of cellular networks. So up to 100 times faster than 4G. So what we are here in the Philippines, I think we have a 4G network. So if you could just imagine that if it is 100 times more faster than our current network. So 5G is creating never before seen opportunities for people and businesses. So faster connectivity speed, ultra low latency, and greater bandwidth is advancing societies. So transforming industries and dramatically enhancing day-to-day experience, services that we used to see as futuristic, such as e-health or telehealth communication, connected vehicles and traffic systems, and advanced mobile cloud gaming have arrived. With 5G technology, we can help create a smarter, safer, and more sustainable future. So if you could see that most of the gamers here are using a 4G network. So if you could just imagine if you are a gamer on your mobile phones, and we have right now the 5G network. So as far as I remembered, the Philippines just won the Mobile Legends competition. So we are just using there the for here we are just using the 4G. Imagine if we use the 5G technology. So it will impact a lot in the field of gaming or in the field of mobile gaming. So also in the field of e-health, so it could be used in terms of your transactions with the doctors. So also connected vehicles and traffic systems. So if we integrate these things towards our vehicle and traffic system, so imagine your vehicle could easily maneuver your way towards roads without traffic, or it could notify you where the roads where there is traffic, or those things will be considered in the terms in the 5G network or with the help of the 5G technology. Okay, so 5G runs on the same radio frequencies that are currently being used for your smartphone. So but it enables technology to go a lot farther. So beyond being able to download a full-length HD video to your phone in seconds, even from a crowded stadium. So 5G is really about connecting things everywhere. So just remember that. So connecting things everywhere reliably without lag, so people can measure, understand, and manage things in real time. So if your mobile phones have applications that connects to a real-time environment. For example, if your mobile phone is connected to a CCTV network, so if you could just imagine that a CCTV network is real-time to your mobile phone, so it will be very beneficial towards the security of your homes if your CCTV is in real time environment, and it is in sync with your cell phone. So you could easily monitor your homes. You could easily monitor your rooms. You could easily monitor if there are persons inside your homes or in your houses. So that's the advantage of 5G network. So this has enormous potential, and together we will take it to the next level. So if you're curious more about on the technology or in the 5G, so we have here other things to discuss. So we've already discussed this one. So the 5G evolution from the 1G to the 2G to the 3G and now 4G. And lastly, so it will be introduced. The 5G is completely reshaping both our professional and personal lives by enabling the use of cases like connected vehicles, augmented reality or AR, and enhanced video and gaming. So, what is 5G capable of? So, to answer that, so it significantly improve your network connection. So you will have a faster internet connection. You have a real-time communication with the other persons. So if you are fond of video chatting, video calling, so there are no delay, or you will experience a small amount of delay using the 5G network. So it provides new opportunities, enabling us to deliver groundbreaking solutions that reach across society. So imagine billions of connected devices gathering and sharing information in real time to reduce road accidents, or life-saving applications that can take flight thanks to lag-free guaranteed connection, or production lines so predictive they can prevent interruptions well before they occur. So earlier we've experienced, I think, a total blackout. So with the help of 5G, so it could probably prevent or it could predict these power interruptions. So because 5G network is lag free, or probably there are many opportunities in which those uh, in the in the energy industry could use this type of technology to help them to reduce those things that we have experienced as of today. So advancing society. So 5G opens cutting edge ways of improving safety and sustainability, smarter electricity grids for greatly reduced carbon emission. So more connected vehicles sharing data to prevent collisions. So faster deployment of emergency services to accidents. So connected sensors that can detect and warn of natural disasters early. Drones becoming a key tool to accelerate and support emergency situation response. So for example, if you are in for example, like in remote areas and you've witnessed accidents, so how could you report these accidents if there's no reliable internet connection? But with the introduction or with the entry of 5G, so you could easily report those accidents or those incidents that happens. So the deployment of ambulance could save those persons that experience those types of incident. So we have here also drones becoming a key tool to accelerate and support emergency situation response. So for example, there are siege or there are insurgencies that happens. So you could use these drones to probably deliver foods, deliver water. So it is very beneficial with the help of, or it will be enabled with the help of the 5G network. So remote expertise with specialists smoothly diagnosing patients elsewhere. Okay, so transforming industries. So 5G is the foundation for flexible, efficient, and responsible business. So production lines autonomously reacting to supply and demand. So digital replicas that can warn about real machinery faults ahead of time. Logistics network autonomously routing goods based on real world condition. So full traceability down to the individual item at warehouse and ports, remote access to powerful robots and vehicles for improved safety in risky environment, increased use of Internet of Things in agriculture to efficiently grow crops. So if you could just imagine, 5G network also affects the in the agriculture industry. So it helps to efficiently grow crops. So also in the production line, so it autonomously reacting to the supply and demand with the help of the 5G network. So again, also 5G sets the stage for more immersive entertainment and more engaging education. So in the midst of this pandemic, we are using the online platform in terms of education. So sometimes student experiences these problems in their network connections, in their the areas in which they are using their devices. There are no signals. So with the help of 5G, it could be eliminated. So in the field of education, it will help a lot because uh, in this time of pandemic, so we don't need to have a face to face. So we just need to have a online uh, online in the field of education. So also greater realism in VR, AR, and extended reality with lighter devices. So we have this uh, devices in which we are using the virtual reality or the augmented reality. If you could see that on the internet, so we have developed this kind of technology. So delivering sensory experience like touch through devices. excuse me. So more engaging methods of teaching through immersive content, immersive virtual meetings to boost remote team productivity, stable and reliable connectivity in crowded spaces. So new angles and interactions for live and remote event spectators. So we've discussed earlier the 5G wireless technology. So we will shift our focus towards the Internet of Things, and later on we will combine those technologies, and let's see how they are connected to each other. So the Internet of Things, or the IoT, is a system of interrelated computing devices, mechanical and digital machines, objects, animals, or people that are provided with unique identifiers, UIDs, and the ability to transfer data over a network without requiring human to human or human to computer interaction. So you could see the Internet of Things illustration. So they belong to that category. So a thing in the Internet of Things can be a person with a heart monitor implant, a farm animal with a biochip transponder, an automobile that has built-in sensor to alert the driver when the tire pressure is low, or any other natural or man-made object that can be assigned an Internet Protocol address, or IP, and is able to transfer data over a network. So if you could just imagine, a man-made object that can be assigned over IP. So an automobile has a built-in sensor to alert the driver when tire pressure is low. I think most of this technology is being used in racing. So it would alert the driver if the tire pressure is low. So because uh, it, uh, it will affect the speed of the cars that they are driving. So increasingly, organizations in a variety of industries are using Internet of Things to operate more efficiently, better understand customer, to deliver enhanced customer service, improve decision making, and increase the value of their businesses. So IoT is being integrated towards business to achieve these things that I've said. So how does IoT work? So an Internet of Things ecosystem consists of web-enabled smart devices that uses embedded systems such as processor, sensor, communication, hardware to collect, send, and act on the data they acquire from their environment. So if you could see there that they are web-enabled, so it means they are connected to the internet. So sometimes these devices communicate with other related devices and act on the information they get from one another. So the devices can do most of the work without human intervention. So it means that there is no human intervention towards the processing of data of the Internet of Things devices. So although people can interact with the devices, for instance, to set them up or give them instructions or access the data. So example of an Internet of Things system. So that's it. Collect data, collect and transfer data. So analyze the data and take action. So if you could see the graphical representation of the IoT system. So from IoT device to, for example, sensor. So user interface, your smartphone or your human machine. For example, IoT device, antenna. So analytics of business application, customer relationship management, or enterprise resource or ERP. So why is IoT important? So one of the most common questions that is being asked towards the Internet of Things. So it helps people's lives and work smarter. So as well as gain complete control over their lives, in addition to offering smart devices to automate homes. So IoT is essential to business. IoT provides businesses with a real-time look in how their systems really work, delivering insights into everything from the performance of machines to supply chain and logic logistics operation. So if you could see, there are houses right now that that is being built, and it is integrated with the Internet of Things. So most of their doors, windows are interconnected with each other, which means it is the door can open by itself, the window can open by itself, it could close by itself, it could be opened by with the interventions of a smartphone. You could open your door using your smartphone. You could open your window using your smartphone. You could turn on or turn on the lights using your smartphone. So with the help of the Internet of Things, these features or these things can be achieved. So if you could just imagine, you could turn off your lights on your homes. If you are in a different location, so you could just turn on, you could just turn off. So you could just check if the doors are closed or the windows are closed if you are in a different location. So IoT enables companies to automate, process, and reduce labor cost. It also cuts down on waste and improves service delivery, making it less expensive to manufacture and deliver goods. So as well as offering transparency into customer transactions. So as such, IoT is one of the most important technologies of everyday lives, and it will continue to pick up steam as more businesses realizes the potential of connected device to keep them competitive. So for businesses, so other business owners have multiple operations or multiple operations towards different location. So but if you have integrated your business, if you are using different location with the IoT, so it would be very easy for you to monitor those branches that you have or those warehouses that you have if you have integrated the IoT or the Internet of Things devices towards your business processes. So if you could just imagine, you could monitor your stocks, you could monitor your inventory, because all of those stocks or inventories have been integrated with the Internet of Things. And with the help also of the 5G technology, in real time, you could monitor your inventory. So you could see how many stocks that you have, how many have been in, how many have been out using this technology. So it would if and at the long run you have realized that integrating this type of technology towards your business has been very beneficial towards your growth as a business. So what are the benefits of Internet of Things towards the organization or businesses? So Internet of Things offers several benefits to organization. Some benefits are industry specific and some are applicable across multiple industries. Some of the common benefits of IoT enabled business to monitor their overall business processes. So imagine you could monitor all your business processes in your business using the Internet of Things, because your operations to your multiple operations or your business have been integrated with devices. So it could monitor as what I've said earlier, it could monitor those stocks, those in and outs, your inventory. So it could also help in terms of your business analytics. So Internet of Things could analyze or process data towards your business, and it will be beneficial towards the growth of your business. So improve the customer experience. So save time and money. So by integrating this technology, it will help you save time and money on your business. So it's an added income also. So enhance employees' productivity. So when we say employee productivity, so previously you have not integrated your IoT devices towards your business, but with the help or with the integration of IoT, employees can increase their productivity. So they will not manually count each item, but automatically by using the IoT devices, they could easily gather how many stocks that is remaining on towards your business, or how many things have been in and out on your business. So by integrating that technology, it enhanced the employees' productivity also. So it integrate and adapt business model, so make better business decisions. So in the terms of business, so those data that have been gathered by the Internet of Things technology, or those data that have been gathered and been processed, could help you towards making a correct business decision. So also generates more revenues and profits. So these are the things that on how IoT is important to a business. Also, IoT encourages companies to rethink the ways they approach their businesses and gives them the tools to improve their business strategy. So generally, IoT is most abundant in manufacturing, transportation, and utility organizations. So making use of sensors and other IoT devices, however, it has also found use cases for organizations with the agriculture, infrastructure, and home automation industries, leading some organizations towards digital transformation. So other organizations adopt this technology, so it leads them towards a digital transformation in their businesses. So that's the importance of Internet of Things. So it benefits farmers in the agricultural sector. So by making their job easier, sensor can collect data on rainfall, humidity, temperature, and soil content, as well as other factors that would help automate farming techniques. So as far as I've imagined, there's a system what we call the Project NOAA of, I think, the DOST. So that system has been very beneficial for farmers. So and also it helps predict uh, uh, if there are storms. It helps predict uh, just try to check the Project Noah project of the DOST. It is very beneficial. So it integrates the Internet of Things, or our Internet of Things devices, because it provides sensors. It can collect data using sensor. So also, the ability to monitor operations surrounding infrastructure is also a factor that IoT can help with sensors. For example, it could be used to monitor events or changes within structural buildings, so bridges and other infrastructures. So this brings benefit with it, such as cost saving, save time, quality, life, workflow changes, and paperless workflow. So if you could just imagine, you could monitor the structural capability of a building, a bridge, or other infrastructure by using this type of or this type of feature of IoT devices. So it brings benefit. So it, such as cost saving, it could cost you many money. So save time also, and the quality of life, workflow changes, and paperless workflow. So you don't need to have more paper using this type of technology. So a home automation business can utilize IoT to monitor and manipulate mechanical and electrical systems in a building or in a house. On a wider scale, or on a broader scale, smart cities can help citizens reduce waste and energy consumption. So if you could see, home automations are being utilized using IoT devices. So it means all of the things that is connected to your houses are being manipulated mechanically and electrically systems. So I've explained later that using your mobile phones, you can turn off the light, you could close the door, you could turn on the shower, so you could put off the lights. So those things are one of the benefit of IoT in home automation business. So IoT touches every industries, including businesses with healthcare, finance, retail, and manufacturing. So the pros and cons of IoT. Some of the advantages of the IoT include the following: ability to access information from anywhere at any time on any devices. So this is what we need. So basically, this is what we need: the ability to access information from anywhere at any time and on any devices that we are using or we are connected to. So also improve communication between connected electronic devices. So right now again, we are in the midst of this pandemic. So by having an Internet of Things, it allows us to communicate between connected electronic devices that we have. So it's easy for us to communicate with each other, even though we are on the other side of the globe. So it's easy for us to communicate with our loved ones, with our friends, with our relatives. So those are the pros of the Internet of Things. So transferring data packets over a connected network, saving time and money. So without this Internet of Things, I think we are still using the old platform. We are sending letters. We are just calling through our mobile phones. We cannot see each other. We cannot see our loved ones. So it save us a lot of time and money. So automating tasks, helping to improve the quality of a business services and reducing the need for human intervention. So it automate the task of a person. So it means it is very what do you call that? It is very efficient. So uh, it 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 eliminates the mistakes of a person. So if you are automating those tasks, so it improves the quality of businesses services. So some disadvantage of IoT includes the following. As the number of connected devices increases and more information is shared between devices, the potential that the hacker could steal confidential information also increases. So we are not just looking on the advantage side of the IoT. So we have here also the disadvantage sides of the IoT. Enterprises may eventually have to deal with massive number, maybe even millions of IoT devices, and collecting and managing the data from all those devices will be very challenging. So if there's a bug in the system, it's likely that every connected devices will become corrupted. Since there's no international standard for the compatibility of IoT, it's difficult for devices from different manufacturers to communicate with each other. So um, these are the advantages. Like for example, it increases the risk towards hacking. So it increases the risk of our personal data or personal information to be leaked. With the increased number of devices that being connected to the network or in the internet, so it always increases the risk and the potential that a hacker could steal your information and use it on fraudulent purposes. So it has also a downside in the Internet of Things technology. It has a downside, but and also it you will have to deal with a massive number or millions of datas that you will manage. So it would be very challenging for an organization if you've integrate your business processes on if you've integrated IoT on all of your business processes, because it will be very challenging for you to manage your datas uh, across every Internet of Things devices. So if there's a bug in the system, so it means that all of devices connected are become corrupted. So and also the compatibility. So compatibility will be an issue also, because there's no international standards in the terms of the compatibility of IoT. So which means that it would be very difficult to check the compatibility of one devices to the other devices with different manufacturers, because there's no standard for that. So you should always check in terms of purchasing your IoT devices if it's compatible with one another. But I guess this issue will be addressed very soon, so that they will have an international standard for the compatibility of IoT devices. Consumers and enterprise IoT applications. There are numerous real-world applications of Internet of Things. So, ranging from customer IoT and enterprise IoT to manufacturing and industrial. IoT applications spans numerous vertical, including automotive, telecom, and energy. excuse me. In the consumer segment, for example, smart homes that are equipped with smart thermostat, smart appliances, and connected heating, lighting, and electronic devices can be controlled remotely via computer and smartphones. So I've discussed that earlier. So we have here wearable devices with sensor and software can collect and analyze user data, sending messages to other technologies about the user with the aim of making users' lives easier and more comfortable. So, wearable devices are also used for public safety. So, for example, improving first responders' response time during emergencies by providing optimized route to a location or by tracking construction workers or firefighters' vital signs at life-threatening sites. So, if you could just imagine if you have a wearable device that it is used to track you if there are threatening situations, and it routes the ambulance or it routes the first aid responders to a location in which it reduce the response time of the action towards the emergency. So if you could just imagine that the benefit of IoT devices. So in healthcare, IoT offers many benefits, including the ability to monitor patients more closely using an analysis of the data that's being generated. So if you wear these IoT devices, so the healthcare industry or the hospital analyzes the data that is being generated from you. So hospitals often use IoT systems to complete tasks such as inventory management for both pharmaceutical and medical instruments. So smart buildings, for instance, reduce energy costs using sensors, detect how many occupants in the room, temperature can adjust automatically. For example, turning the air conditioner on if sensors detect a conference room is full, or turning the heat down if everyone in the office has gone home. So if you could imagine, if you have a building that automatically shut off the aircon when there are no persons inside, so you just if you could just imagine the benefit of that, so it will help you reduce the cost of your electricity because it allows the IoT to monitor when there are no persons inside a room or a building. So in agriculture, IoT-based smart farming systems can help monitor, for instance, light, temperature, humidity, and soil moisture of the crop fields using sensors. IoT is also instrumental in automating irrigation systems. So in the Philippines, so we have a big demand in the agriculture industry because it is one of our major our major thing here in the Philippines. So imagine if you have integrated the IoT things in the field of irrigation system. So we have also here the smart buildings. So we have discussed that one, I guess. So 5G and its impact on the Internet of Things. So we are going to correlate the both of those technologies that we've discussed earlier. So the Internet of Things is rising as the number of connected devices is set to increase from 700 million to 3.2 billion by the end of 2023. While there are a number of factors contributing to this rise, one of the most important will be the development of 5G network. So IoT devices will be very beneficial towards the development of 5G network because it will be connected to one another. All of the IoT devices will be connected one another with the help of the 5G network. So, so the upcoming launch of the 5th generation of cellular mobile communication, or 5G, is great news for the IoT market. So this is primarily due to the fact that 5G network will go a long way towards improving the performance and reliability of this connected device. Here's the reason why. So data transfer speed. So speed is everything. So when you're using a IoT devices or a devices that is connected to the internet, so basically speed is everything. So how could you say that your devices is functional if it is not connected to internet? How can you say that you have an IoT devices if it's not connected to internet. So using this 5G network, I mean with this development of 5G network, so the speed here is will be a vital role in terms of connection. So the commercial success of any IoT is ultimately tied to its performance, which is dependent on how quickly it can communicate with other IoT devices. So that's where speed takes over. So data transfer speed with 5G, data transfer speed will increase significantly. So according to reports, 5G will be 10 times faster than the current LTE networks that we have right now. So this increase in speed will allow IoT devices to communicate and share data faster than ever. So that's the landscape of 5G. 10 times decrease in latency. So delivering latency as low as 1 ms. So connection density, enabling more efficient signaling for IoT connectivity. Even though there are many connected devices, but 5G technology provides connection density. So experience throughput. So bringing more uniform multi-Gbps peak rates. So 3 times spectrum efficiency, achieving even more bits per hertz with advanced antenna techniques. So traffic capacity, driving network hyperdensification with more small cells everywhere. So network efficiency, optimizing network energy consumption with more efficient processing. That's the landscape of 5G. So 5G will differentiate itself by delivering various improvements in terms of these things. So when it comes to smart home devices, for example, this increase in speed helps to reduce lag and improve the overall speed at which connected device send and receive data and notification. So if you could just imagine if there's a burglar on your house and your house is connected to your IoT devices, so you could easily detect if there is something wrong to your homes, if there are someone who try to steal your things in your homes by using this technology. So besides smart home devices, nearly all IoT devices will benefit from greater speed, including those with healthcare and industry applications. So also we have greater network reliability. So in addition to the increase in speed, so 5G networks will operate more reliable, creating more stable connection. So with the ability of 5G network to handle more connected devices, consumers will benefit from greater reliability to the connected device. One of our most common problems right here, right now, is the network reliability. So we have an internet connection, we have a good internet connection, but it is not reliable. So if all of our friends are connected to a network, so sometimes there are instances that you cannot connect, or the speed will decrease if you have connected many devices. So the network is not very reliable in terms of the 4G connection. So but with 5G, it will enhance, it will benefit from greater reliability of the connected devices. Also we have here the high speed connectivity. So very low latency and greater coverage that will align with the next generation network. So manufacturers must equally embrace quality assurance testing to ensure their new devices and software functions and performs as intended across a variety of conditions. So if not, many new devices will flop as a result of bugs that will reduce the potential gains of 5G that has to offer. Excuse me. So that's the correlation between the 5G and the Internet of Things. They are interconnected with each other because Internet of Things relies towards connection, or towards connecting with the internet. So those devices will be will enabled if it is connected to the internet. So with the emergence of 5G, or with the development of 5G, all those things will be very smoothly will transition very smoothly because 5G offers a much high-speed network that will cater all of the needs of the Internet of Things devices. So here are the references that here are the links for the references that I've discussed earlier. So those are the things that where I've got the information towards this webinar. So thank you for being with me for the generation of this webinar. So we are going to proceed with the open forum. So Miss Ellie, so thank you again everyone for attending this webinar.
Hi, Sir Philip. Thank you
Yes,
so
ma'am.
much for
Thank you
the
and good
very
afternoon again,
informative,
Miss Ellie.
yes, informative presentation. So indeed, this IT trends leads to digital transformation, not just for the big companies, but even lessen the burden of those in the agriculture sector. I love that part. Yes, IoT somehow brought a lot of benefits because it is cost saving and it saved time. So now let's go to the open forum segment because we have received a lot of questions from our viewers. Are you ready now, Sir Philip?
Yes, Miss Ellie.
Okay, that's right. So let's proceed with question number one. What modern skills included in the IT skills shortage?
What modern skills is included in the IT skills shortage? So modern skills. So for me, in the IT skills shortage, so for the modern skills that you need to adapt, so you need to be in line with the latest technology. So
Mhm.
it means that you need to search more on the latest technology that is being created on the market, so that you will be very you will have knowledge on those latest technologies, and you could apply that if you are going for a job, or if your company will integrate the devices, so or your company will integrate the technology, so you must research that technology, so that it will help you in terms of the skills that it requires.
Mhm. So you need to keep up with what is current in the industry.
Yes, miss.
That's right. Okay, so let's proceed with question number two. Is using 5G safe?
So one of the questions there is very tricky, because they are asking if the 5G is safe. So for me, 5G wireless technology is just the same as 4G. So it's safe to say that is safe for us, or I mean safe to use the 5G type of technology.
Is it safe? It is safe. Okay,
Yes,
that's good.
yes.
Okay, but of course, you need to be careful as well, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, of course, because risks are everywhere, so you need to be careful with that. Question number three. How could we all benefit from automation?
So, how could we all benefit from the automation? So, right now, we have experiencing this pandemic. So, automation takes part. Uh, Automation takes part on our daily activities. So that's the benefit of automation. It takes part on our daily activity. So we have this online education. We are using the online platform in terms of education. So automation there plays a major role in terms in the field of education, because we are using technology, or we are using this kind of platform towards learning. So also in the healthcare industry, so as you could see, we have developed the vaccine very early. So that's with the help also of technology, automation of that vaccine is very beneficial. So that's the benefit, or that's what we get from automation of technology.
Yes, indeed, automation it
Yes.
revolutionized the not just the of course, especially now during this pandemic, right? Well, where we all use online platforms for not just for online training, but as well as working at home or working, away from the offices or any companies that you're working with before. Okay, so question number six, or rather number four. How do you expect these trends to affect jobs or manual jobs?
Yes. So, how do you expect these trends to affect job? So, towards this technology trends, so what we are going to do in the field of this in the field of IT is to adapt or to learn that technology, because we cannot be replaced, because those technologies cannot work without the interaction of a person or of a human. So we must always adapt on that technology, so that that technology cannot operate with the interaction of humans. So it just needs a person or human to operate that kind of technology. So what we need is to adapt to that technology and to learn more about the latest trends or the latest technology that it's being offered in the market.
All right. Thank you so much. I love that. Be adaptive, right? Because we cannot be replaced. Thank you, Sir Philip.
Yes, miss.
Hanami sina. So, question number 5. How does trends or in technology affects cybersecurity?
So onto that, so with the trend in technology, as you could if you could just as I've said earlier, by the increasing number of devices that is connected to the internet, so we are more prone or we are more vulnerable towards hackers. So so that's where cybersecurity comes in. So uh, if we are connected to the internet, so we must very careful with our personal information. So as the technology trends goes up, so cybersecurity will be in par with it, so that hackers or any fraudulent activities will not be will not occupy the internet.
Yes, that is right. The risk is real in the
Yes, miss.
cyber world. So let us all be aware and be careful. So question number 6, how to keep your technology skills current, especially
So how
you,
to
Sir Philip.
Yes, how to keep your technology skills current. So for me, I'm very open towards using the internet. So just research on the internet on how to keep your skills current. So just read on the latest technologies and attend webinars, attend seminars, so attend
Correct.
trainings.
Yes.
So with the help of this webinar, so your technology skills ano will be upgraded. So Knowledge offers that trainings and webinars.
Definitely. So this is also one way of upskilling our Negrans friends and colleagues, right? Especially those who are very interested. So you're all invited, and you may actually, if you have missed some of our webinars, you can actually check that out. It is still with our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. You can check it from time to time if you have missed, or if you have something that you want to research on, especially with this kind of topics that we offer. So you can always check that out. Okay, let's now proceed to question number 7. I guess this, oh, we still have another one. So question number 7, can a non-IT person keep up with these trends, and how?
Yes, miss. So, a non-IT person or a non-information technology person can keep up with this trend, because most of us are owning smartphones. So we are owning devices. We are owning Internet of Things devices. So I think most of us are keen on learning with these trends. So we have ideas on how these things operate, on how smartphones operate, on how smartwatches operate. So it's safe to say that an IT person can keep up with the information technology trends by their experience, by purchasing their latest devices, their latest equipments. So I guess just do a little research or just extend your research towards learning those latest trends in the field of information technology.
Okay, thank you, Sir Philip. And of course, last question we have for this topic or this webinar. Will I get a certificate from this webinar? Yes, definitely. Ako na ang mag-answer.
Yes, Miss Ellie will answer that one.
Yes, definitely. As what we have mentioned earlier, as long as you have filled out your attendance, and later on we will open the open forum link, or rather the evaluation link. Please do your evaluation, and definitely you will be receiving a digital certificate for that. So thank you so much, Sir Philip, for this
Thank you
very
so much, Miss
fun.
Nelly. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Yes. Okay. So do you have a parting message to our viewers?
Okay, Miss. So again, once again, thank you everyone for attending this webinar entitled IT Trends. So just tune in for updates on the NOLITC page for our upcoming webinars, and uh, just like and share our Facebook page. So thank you so much again, and good afternoon.
Yes, thank you so much, Sir Philip, and to everyone who are joining us right now. We really thank you so much. Okay, my takeaway with the presentation of Sir Philip is that yes, technology is evolving, but always remember, we cannot be replaced. Human cannot be replaced by robots or AI. We will stay, okay? And we just need to adapt the change, okay? We just need to be adaptive, all right? And of course, before we end this afternoon's webinar, we have questions for digital certificate. I have mentioned that you need to fill out your attendance already and do your evaluation. We will open that after this webinar so that you can do your evaluation and get your digital certificate. So right there, you can already scan the code for your evaluation. And the evaluation link is now open. So do your evaluation now so that you will be able to get your certificate. If you cannot scan the code, please try to look for the link in the description box. Okay, we posted it there. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This concludes our Knowledge Tech for Ed Webinar 10, Information Technology Trends. Don't miss out our webinar on updates on the vaccination rollout and readiness tomorrow, October 6th at 2 in the afternoon as well, with our guest from Provincial Health Office, Dr. Ruel Gerson. So see you using the same platform that you are currently using. If you have registered, definitely you will be receiving a reminder of our upcoming webinar. So that's all for today. Stay healthy and stay safe. Always wear your mask, observe physical distancing, take your vitamins, and get plenty of rest. Knowledge inspire, knowledge cares. Avance, Negrense.